All right, good morning, everybody. It's about 8 o'clock on a very cold 28th of December. Maybe my Canadian friends are used to this stuff, but I think it was about 8 degrees when I woke up this morning. So yeah, it's cold. I got the heat kicking in here. Thankfully, it's heated. Otherwise, it would be miserable. Anyway, so going to continue with the boot repairs today and move on to the valance, I think. Trying to take care of this seam ridge that I have in there, which I came to the conclusion that I didn't have a large enough gap between the two pieces of metal that I was welding together. So as the heat caused them to expand into each other, they obviously can't completely melt together. So something had to displace itself, and it bent downward in this particular case. So that's my answer, and I'm sticking with it. But so we'll get to work on that. Repair, like I said, the valance, go to town on that, and try to finally come together and get this tail light area taken care of. I got to get rolling with that, quit stalling. But otherwise, that's really the only goal for today. So a lot of fabrication and stuff, and we'll see how it goes. All right, about 9:30. So I've disassembled finally the rear area of the black car. So this is the tail light structure that I got out of it. You can see that little tab there. That'll help weld into the rear valance, I believe. So I've got to clean that guy all up. This part here is going to be for the top here of the valance itself. That kind of, it goes like this, and you can see how torn up it is on Dorothy there, all rusted out. And then I got a big gaping hole here too. Sorry for the shadow there. Big hole there. And then this part here is going to be to fix this hole. So that'll be like that. So yeah, so I pretty much just split it right down the middle, drilled out all the spot welds on the top and the bottom. It wasn't too bad. So this kind of all sandwiches together, as I'm sure you could kind of see here. Kind of goes like that, and then that tail light plate piece fits in there. Show you the original tail light piece real quick, or what I pulled out of there, so you can see that's in pretty bad shape. Compare that to, you know, the black car there. No squared off portion at all, and obviously no flange there at the bottom. So not too bad. I'll get this all cleaned up, and then I think I'm just gonna do transplants here. So I'll cut here, maybe right even with this circle here, or even use the circle as a guide for me, and cut across and come up over in here. A lot of that will be hidden, thankfully, so my nasty weld jobs will be hidden. This flange will get replaced a little bit here, because this flange is pretty good shape. And do the same thing, figure some way to cut this properly to fit up in here. This one isn't in too bad a shape, but this one I used the big old spot weld driller outer thingamajig, so I don't know if I'm going to replace that or what I'll do there, or just fill that. But so yeah, moving along. And then this piece here, obviously I got to figure out how I want to repair that as well, but not too bad, so we'll keep going. All right, it's about 11 o'clock. Just continuing on with cleaning stuff up and prepping it. I think I might have showed you this already. Got that piece not ready to go yet. I've got the, you can see over there over top of that bucket, that's the tail light assembly that's getting metal prepped with that POR 15 stuff. I got this guy here mostly cleaned up. He's going to go right in here to replace the damage here, and a little bit of this flange. So I have that kind of marked with a Sharpie to make sure that I'm going to cut that out properly. And then I still have to come through how I'm going to fit this onto the car itself, and how I'm going to fit this onto the car itself. But no particular order here, just kind of moving along and trying to get her done. All right, it's 11:20 or so. I'm getting ready to tack in the first repair patch here. Not a perfect fit, but you know, there's not big gaping holes in this thing at least. So I'll get that tacked in and continue on. All right, it's just about noon. I got the repair patch in off the rear valance here. Kind of a pain in the rear, frankly, but it went in. So I tried to mine the gap, as the saying goes, to prevent the warpage that I had on the boot floor, where it kind of made a little valley. So hopefully this will take care of that. But getting it aligned and everything, you can kind of see that that circle is pretty close to being round again, but not quite. But it's definitely gonna work. So yeah, there you go. Moving on. All right, quick update about 1:30 or so. I cut this piece out here and stole the piece from the black car. So that's in primer right now, getting ready. And I tacked this guy in. I think I showed you that already. I also cut this piece out because of the hole that was there, and that guy's getting the rust converter stuff treatment right now in preparation for his primer. So that guy is going to go in there. Dorothy's had a pretty good rust hole in it there, you can see, kind of. Still have some problems with the valance fit up. There's not really anything I can do now. The floor doesn't come up as high, or the valance doesn't come. The valance is right, but the floor for the boot didn't drop as low, I think, as it should have here towards the end. It picked up a little too high. So what that's causing is me not to see any boot floor under there for the tack to. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do there, but I'm going to have to kind of make it work. Like I said, I think it's pretty much too late. I might be able to try to bang that down a little bit, but I got so many tack welds in that puppy that I don't think I'm really going to get anything. So I got this clamped up here. I'm going to finish welding that, or add some more spot welds, tack welds while I'm here, because this is a convenient spot here. Notice I tried to pay attention to the gap right here. That got a little too close, so I'm going to have to pay special care when I get into that. But I tried to leave a gap just about everywhere else, so hopefully that'll help me correct some of the problems that I had with the warpage here. But otherwise, moving along. All right, about 2:15 or so, got some stuff tacked in. Got this repair patch here put in. I'm leaving this little flap, I guess you could say, kind of loose for when I put the backing plate in for the tail light, just so I can mess with that if I need to. I got this guy in. Kind of, the weld's not that great, but I'm not going to be too concerned with it because that's going to get tacked in again anyway. I got most of the weld for the valance, rear valance, cleaned up there, so that doesn't look too bad. Pretty happy with that. Got a excuse me, a low spot right here that I'm afraid if I grind too much I'll take it out. And then I got these welds here, but I'm waiting on flap discs for my 2-inch angle grinder. They should be here sometime today, or I mean tomorrow, I believe. So not too bad, but I think that's going to be it for the day. Got calculus homework to do. Whoop-de-doo. So yeah, so pretty happy with how the day has gone. I finally conquered the tail light, or on my way to conquering the tail light. This area of the rear wing there is still going to be a hot mess. It's going to take quite a bit to make that look pretty again, but the rear valance still fits, so I'm happy with that. And there you go. So not too sure if I'm going to get over here again this weekend or not, but we'll see. Otherwise, thanks for liking. Thanks for watching the video, of course, and I appreciate all the constructive feedback and everything. Got some welding tips the other day that have helped already, so that's great. I appreciate it all, and you guys have a good rest of your evening and a good rest of your holiday season, hopefully, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.